Hello, it's Sunday, the 30th of March, about 3:30 p.m. And the purpose of this video is to illustrate to Linda Sater in Johnson County staff and commissioners the importance of making sure that link changes on supporting documents or any other agenda items attention is paid to making sure links are updated if they change. So to illustrate my point, Linda had expressed to me in her reply about these links being broken to the 7-party Southwest Metro Transportation Connection Plan study, briefing sheet, agreement, and map, having them, I've been all week long clicking on my archived links, and they've been throwing error messages, and even, on the on-base it was too, but then after I sent an email to Charlotte forwarded it to Brian Pedig, and Brian forwarded it to Linda Sater. Yesterday, the 29th, they all of a sudden started working on the actual on-base agenda item 3 for the 7-party agreement with Douglas County, blah, blah, blah. It's a very long title, so you know what I'm talking about. So the supporting documents were not working for the last 7 to 10 days. And I'm going to illustrate that point. I'm going to explain why. So when you change a document on a web server, if you do not load it to the exact same directory, and or if you don't name the document exactly the same, if it's off by a digit, character, space, whatever, then the previously indexed web page or results that the search engines have indexed won't be able to find that original file anymore because it's changed, right, on the server. Thus, it will display a server error message. In the case of Johnson County's website, on base displays a system error, which essentially is a 404 error, which means the document cannot be found. So that is the problem that I've been encountering for the last several days in trying to share this information with other citizens in Johnson County and even in Douglas County. And it was very frustrating because it's like everybody couldn't view the documents because the links that I had were no longer valid. So to illustrate and prove the difference, I have provided in the email response to Linda, and it's on the screen here. These are the original URLs. These are the ones that were throwing the 404 error. So these are the ones that were present, the links that were present on the 29th of February. And then now, right here, they've been updated after I inquired about it. It seems like the timing was like right after that, then they were working again. So that's good, but nonetheless, it's still frustrating because for the last several days, we have not been able to view these documents based on the previous, the links that were not working, okay? And the search engines have already indexed the original documents too, just for the sheer number of searches that have been done on this topic around this 7-party Southwest Metro Transportation Connection Plan study. The Google search engine has, ranked it, and it shows up in search. And so this is the updated URL, which is the new document location. And so here I've got it for the briefing sheet, the agreement itself, and then the map, okay? So these work now, right? But what I want to show you is the previous links that everybody had put in their documents for reference and shared and blah, blah, blah. They're not working. And that is what is not good for the public, and it's very frustrating. And I want the county to be knowledgeable as to how to fix that in the future so that they don't cause frustration to citizens. So if I were to search on, right, the 7-party Southwest Metro Transportation Connection Plan Agreement in Google, I'm just going to paste that little query in here, okay? If I search on that, you get your search results, which is to be expected, right? Google has these indexed, right? There's about 37 1,400,000 results with regards to anything with this kind of keyword combination in it. So if I click on that very first impression, the most authoritative one that Google has indexed, this is what I'm talking about. It goes to the original URL because that has authority over the newer URL that the county just put out there on this page. Okay? Same with if I click on that second indexed impression right here. And you can see, it's talking about exactly what it is I'm looking for. These are the original links. This one also throws an error message, okay? And then let's say I stick, the briefing sheet. I want to look at that. Let's search for that instead. Okay, here we go. Here's the top impression. This is, Google says, oh, this is what you're looking for. Click here. Boom. So FYI, you got to do a better job, Johnson County. So this is easily remedied if you have knowledgeable web developers working at the county level, which you should. And I just want to point this out because I've had a lot of frustration just in general with the entire Johnson County website. It is not a good user experience, especially with as much taxpayer dollars we funnel into, all of these things. It should be an incredibly user-friendly experience. People should be able to navigate and get to where they want to be, find the information they want in a very quick fashion. So just to illustrate that point, like if I type in Johnson County, let's see, Johnson County Commission meetings. Pretty general query. Okay, so we go to Board of County Commissioner meetings, and here we go. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm not seeing meetings, I'm just seeing more links. So user experience, user interface design, very poor. If I'm clicking and want to see, if I'm searching on meetings, I want to get right to the meetings. Okay, so now I'm at this page with a ton of links and everything. Okay, so I see, all right, board meeting calendar, meeting broadcast agenda items. Let's go to board meeting calendar first. Okay, so now the site takes me there. All right, again, this is incredibly frustrating. So if you notice, the only thing you can see on this landing page upon first visit is future meetings. Okay, scroll to the bottom. You would expect to have previous screen navigation to go backwards in time, but no, you can only click forward. Okay, that's ridiculous that you cannot navigate to anything prior to the next board meeting. Terrible user experience. I mean, it goes all the way forward, right, into the end of 2024 and even into 2025. But if I go back to first, I can't get to anything earlier than April 2nd, which hasn't even happened yet. Okay, so then you say, well, you can use the search filter up here, go by date. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. That's great. If you're a savvy internet person, sure, this is good. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. So now let's click on the Board of County Commissioners Business Session Agenda Review, which is that date that we're looking at here. Okay, well, wow, that's helpful. Nothing. I don't get any information. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, now where do I click? Okay, I guess I go to the BOCC meeting portal. Let's try that. Okay, finally I'm making some progress here. Okay, so now from here, I see 4/4 meeting date. That's not what I want. I see 3/28/2024, and I see 3/21/2024. Well, where the heck is the one I'm looking for, which was February 29th that I just searched on? Wanted to. Come on. Okay. What in the world? It's just, this is unacceptable. I'm going to do it again. So you saw that, right, everybody? I'm clicking on February 29th. February 29th. I want to see that information from that meeting date. I don't get anything here except for the location and the time and everything. That's not helpful. I go to the meeting portal to view the 29th, but I don't have anything from the 29th. So shame on Johnson County. I'm sorry, but this is unacceptable. And not only do you censor general public comment every Thursday morning at 9:30, which is during everyone's work hours, but anybody who wants to try to find any kind of information on this website, it's near impossible. And it makes me wonder if that's purposeful, if it's been strategized to be such a cumbersome UX UI on this website. It needs to be improved. So please make this video public comment. I'm happy to consult you and help you understand how to build a good website so that it's a good user experience. People can find things quickly. This doesn't cut it. So that's all I wanted to point out. I think this stuff is really important when it comes to public transparency and making the public trust you and feel like they're finding information easily that they want to know. So over and out for now.